Hello, this is Ron, your favorite Zino 2 reporter at my secret testing flight location once again. Today it's Sunday, March 15th, and this will be my third flight with the little Zino 2 drone that we just received on Lucky Friday the 13th. I've had two flights. My first flight was on kind of like a partly cloudy day, and my second flight was on a mostly cloudy day. And today, maybe you can see in the background there, we got a completely blue sky today, not a cloud in the sky day. And why that is important is the first two times testing it in partly cloudy and mostly cloudy conditions, I saw none of the lens flare issue or the overexposure issues that I've seen in the video from some of the early reviewers, like Blue Skyver and Chad B and L3 Toys. You know, they've had some issues, and Chris, the QC guy, he found a way to well, not found a way. He put the Parrot Anafi filters on it, and it really helped a lot, and it was a good discovery on his part. And I will try that today too. I will do a flight without any filters. Nafi filters, and I'm going to just use the polarizer filter, and then put you know, then one without filter, and then put it on for a second flight, see if it makes any difference. Because again, so far I don't know if they coated my lens better than the early ones or something's different. Now I did do the firmware update, you know, of course Friday, you know, when I started it up, I had to do the firmware update for the drone and the transmitter, which is back here. And then yesterday when I flew again, I got another drone update, like 1.19, or it was I know it was a 1 to 9 in there, I forget the third number, but I did that update on site at the location. It went well, and you know, I couldn't read what it said as improved, but I did notice yesterday, the first time I flew, when I landed it landed kind of tough. It was all over the place before it landed, and then yesterday it landed really well. In fact, you'll see, I don't have that video up yet, but you'll see how I landed on a wall. I mean, almost did a precision type of landing on a wall. So maybe that was one of the fixes. I don't know. I know one of the discoveries I've had so far is that when you land and you hold the left, you know, stick down to land, you have to really hold it down longer than any other quad I've seen to actually get the motors to turn all the way off. I mean, that they don't want to go off for a while. So that's probably like a little bug that they need to get fixed, unless that's on purpose for some reason. But anyways, you know, I think I showed that on the video 1, and video 2 is unreleased, but it's shown on there too. So maybe we'll get it today. So basically, we're looking to test that overexposure issue today. That's our big one. And I think I found another, you know, con that I haven't heard anybody talk about yet. But this has downward sensors on the back there, 2 sensors here and like a camera here, and I don't think they're working. On my last video, which again, sorry, it's unreleased at this point, but I'm waving my hand under it, I'm waving a towel under it. It doesn't force it to go up at all, like any of the drone where you have sensors. You know, when it comes down, if you put your hand there, it'll pop back up again. Not this guy. I don't think the sensors are active in this yet, and you know, I'd like to know, anybody else have seen that? You know, let me know that, you know, if you've had problems getting the sensors to react to anything. So I mean, the bad thing about that is, even beyond the point that, you know, it won't land real good because it won't know it's over. I mean, it'll land on anything. Like if you could come down, land on a rock, it'll land a rock and tip over, or, you know, a park bench or something like that, where if you have the sensors going, like another drone would come down, it would see something underneath it, and it would stop hovering until you give it a command to move away from it. So again, this could be an issue. Maybe it's not. It's going to bear further testing, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. So you know, stay tuned, and you know, we'll be right back. Hey, this is Ron back here. I have a little supplement here. I found the battery a little odd fitting in here the first time. Most drone batteries just kind of like, you know, just go straight down, but this one's a little bit different. You have to put the back, like I'm going to do it this way, all the way in, and then kind of get it on a curve, and then, you know, come in. You can hear it click real good, but it's kind of odd the way you have to put it in at like almost a 9-degree angle and then slap it down. You know, most other drones, I've never seen that kind of before, so you know, that's something to be aware of. But just make sure it snaps in there good, and you know that this little button here shows the battery level. We got a full charge going today. You know, we charge, that takes about an hour and a half to charge a battery that's drained to about 20%. So, you know, not too bad. Much better than the Zino 1's charging process. So, I'm gonna stop jibber jabbing here, and we're gonna get this, you know, this bird up in the air. All right, be right back.